Jason, they rallied in the third quarter to take the lead, and it seemed like then you got that technical free throw, and Adebayo went out of the game, and then that seemed to get you going. What happened in that run to end the third quarter, and how important was that to kind of respond after they punched first to begin the second half?
I think it just shows the depth of our group and how we respond. Probably this time last year, we may have struggled in that area, and it's just a learning process. We've been through that, been in those situations enough times, and have learned from it. So I thought it was great for us early in the season on the road in a tough environment against a pretty good team to kind of answer that on our own.
You mentioned how you guys maybe this time last year might have reacted in a different way. How much did that run, including winning here in that Game 7, kind of help in terms of the maturation process for when you guys are in situations like this now and are able to, come out and get 2 quality wins to start the year like you guys have? I
think it's big. And I think just the only way to get better at something is just have reps, right? And, there were some tough times last year where we would, have a lead, lose it, or lose close games at the end. But just the way that we've responded kind of the second half of last season, obviously into the playoffs, and then to start the way we have this year, it's just been fun. Just the way we've been playing has been fun. Everybody that gets in contributes in one way or another. And, I think we feel it, and I hope you guys can see it, just the joy that we've been playing with.
Jayson, you have to fight through a bunch of BAM screens in this game, and it looked like game plan-wise that was the plan, to kind of fight through those rather than switch. Just what was your assessment of how well you guys fought through those screens, and just what was the overall game plan on defense?
Bam's a great screener, and if you're not connected to the ball handler, and he gets a piece and he's a big guy, you're going to be in trouble. So really pressuring the ball, getting into the ball handler just to give yourself a chance to kind of blow the screen up or kind of get through it, because if you don't against Bam, it's going to be pretty tough to navigate.
What kind of things have you seen? I know it's just 2 games, but it's 2 pretty solid wins against good teams. What are you seeing that kind of gives you encouragement and kind of optimism moving forward from this?
The way we play on offense, majority of the game, playing with pace, and not always calling the plays, just like, try not to be stagnant, as much as we can. Whereas last year we probably would have struggled with that early. But I think you can see the ball is just popping and trying to get somebody else open or making a sacrificial cut or screening for somebody else, passing up a good shot for a great shot. Just having a feel for where guys are on the floor. We've had a lot of practice with that. And, with the guys that's been here for a while, it shows, the camaraderie that we have, and just the feel that we have for each other on that end.
How would you describe the depth, though, that you guys have this season? I mean, the continuity is there, but, 3 new guys on the floor tonight with Brogdon, Vonleh, and then Sam Hauser also coming through.
Yeah, Vonleh's been big, and I'm happy for Sam. Sam worked his ass off this summer to, get an opportunity and make the most of it when his number is called. And then, Brogdon is to have him as a backup is special. Obviously somebody that would be a starter on majority of teams in the NBA. Sacrificing he's sacrificing to come off the bench to make us a better team, and it's showing. And when he comes in, he's being aggressive on both ends, and somebody that just really knows how to play the right way. And he's been very impactful in these first 2 games.
You mentioned the camaraderie you guys have, and the fun you guys are having together. Jaylen was just talking about the kind of the fact that Malcolm was willing to come in and say from the beginning, like, I'm going to play the role I'm going to play. Like, in terms of, that camaraderie, how big is it to have a guy with his resume come in and say, I'm fine coming off the bench, I'm going to play whatever role you have, in terms of kind of setting a tone for what you guys are all trying to do?
That's big, and I think that's just him buying in. And from myself, from the top to the bottom, everybody has the same goal in mind that, I've talked about it, getting to the championship and losing was the worst feeling ever. And, regardless of individual accolades. All I care about is how many games we win if we get back to that point and winning a championship. And everybody's on the same mindset of do whatever it takes. Any given night, do whatever it takes to win, do what's best for the team. And, once you do that and everybody has that same mindset, everybody will shine individually anyway. That's just how it happens. So just obviously you need talent, but a group of great guys, that's the formula for success.
You talked about when you guys played through a run there. I think it was in the third quarter, not calling a timeout. How does that help you guys just having to figure it out yourselves on the floor and kind of him letting you guys handle yourselves in those spots?
That's big, especially early in the season, right? It's the second game. And obviously you want to win every game you play, but some of these early games can be used for learning purposes, right? Obviously later down during the season. So I think it's good for us to, second game of the season, being on the road in a hostile environment, to have to figure it out at certain points of the game and see how we respond. And, I think we did a great job.